Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
And good evening. Welcome to the Lions Fan Cave Chat. I got my buddies W Vogs 18, also known as BCP Will Vogel. And we got Austin Hacker of Hackton Fantasy Football Talk.
What's up?
So,
Me in the background.
And then Mrs.
oh, there she is. Hi, Mrs. Hacker.
Hi.
So, we saw John Harbaugh get hired within an hour after we closed out the show on Wednesday. Got 5 years, $20 million. And everybody's going, oh my God, that's way too much money. He was making $17 million with the Ravens. It's not that much more money.
Yep. I mean, he's a proven head coach, so I wouldn't expect him to get any less than what he's making in Baltimore.
I think he went to the best situation for him.
Yep.
They've got an up-and-coming QB. They got a running back that looked like he was top flight coming back off of injury.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Neighbors looks like a top flight wide receiver so far. Wan'Dale Robinson came into his own this year with Jackson Dart and famous Jameis.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good situation for him.
And that defense is young and
Here's some MDE. Welcome to the house, Michael. What is up, SJB and crew? Happy Friday evening. Thank you for the show. You're welcome, sir. I have an interesting suggestion. What if we package up a couple future day 2 and a day 3 pick, not this year, but like the following year, because we gave up last year's and this year's 3rd round pick to get Tesla last season.
Mm-hmm.
We give up next year's 3rd round, next year's 5th round, and trade for the Giants for Kayvon Thibodeau, who they did not exercise, and get him while he's on his 5th year option with no extension.
I like it. I liked him coming out of college.
Because according to what AQM told reporters on the ticket when they interviewed him, it sounds like he's looking towards free agency. I want to go somewhere where they know my worth, which means they probably offered him around what I thought, with him being a 31-year-old who produced but inconsistently. I bet you they offered him around $6 million instead of the spot track suggested amount of 8.5. And he probably wants to get that money and test free agency.
Yeah, I liked him in college. Like I said, I think he'd be worth it for sure.
Oh, we did suck this year. I'm owning it.
Yeah, we sucked, but we swept the Bears.
Yeah, we swept the first place team in the division. Nobody else in the division can say that. Guess what? By the Packers too. Guess what? At the end of the season, we all had 9 wins. Green Bay, Minnesota, and the Lions, and we're all sitting on the couch.
Soon to be followed by the Bears.
Yeah, I think the Rams are winning tomorrow night, despite the cold weather and the wind. Or Sunday
I
night.
do. Yeah, but Thibodeau would be fun to see in a Detroit uniform.
I think it would make it. It would prove that Brad's ready to make a deal to get somebody valid opposite Hutch.
Yep.
And I don't think you got to give up a 1st or 2nd rounder to get him, because he's been in and out of their lineup. Thank you, Kenneth. I love it when I see new subscribers. I don't know if Owen Sanford is a subscriber or not, but I appreciate you being here watching. Every view helps. I'm on that push to get to the views that I need within a year to be able to get monetized when I hit my 1,000. You have to average 4,000 views for a year. This year I'm at 3,300, which is weird. I had the views last season, but a lot of that has to do with the up and down season of the Lions. Because we had a lot of people that didn't even become Lions fans until we were successful.
Sure.
Go Pack, go! You got it, brother. How you doing, Vinny? So
Vinny?
I think if Brad Holmes wants to prove that he's all in for next season, he has to make a move like that for a defensive end. It doesn't have to be Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson, or one of those really expensive guys. But you could get Kayvon Thibodeau, which his cap hit will be $14.5 million next year for probably a third and a fifth rounder.
Yeah.
And I think that would be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why did our fathers do this? Yeah, hey, join the club. We're in the fuck the Bears point. I'm sorry, but I was in the fuck the Packers last week just because I wanted all the hype talk to stop for a minute. Yeah, and it worked. You guys got a little humbled in the second half. In the first half, Ben Johnson channeled his inner MCDC and went for it 3 times in field goal range. That if they'd have kicked the field goals, it never would have been that far behind.
Yep.
How many times have you got everybody in the chat that take the point, Dan, take the point, Dan? When I point out that Ben Johnson does it, and even Ken the Bear fan has said, take the points, Dan. But when his coach does it, it's okay. Can't have a double standard.
Right.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Love technically outplayed Caleb Williams that game. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He looked good. He had a good day. But at the end of the day, when you guys stopped converting third downs, you guys stopped running the ball with the lead, which I was like, what? Did he just channel his inner Kyle Scamahan?
Yeah.
Well, I pointed out the other day, but the floor's been on the wrong side of history. That and he was on the sideline when the Falcons blew that lead in the Super Bowl.
But Kyle Scamahan was the offensive coordinator. He was just the assistant QB coach at the time. Yep. So I don't fault LaFleur as much as I do Shanahan.
I agree.
Did the Bears even have major? They had them all on and off throughout the season. And I think Tariq Stevenson was even out that game, and he was statistically one of their better corners, and they lost Nashawn Wright too. Nashawn Wright was the interception leader this season. So, yeah, they had 2 major injuries in the secondary. But that's why they didn't get any picks.
Yeah.
Say what you want. They've been getting picks all year, and Nashawn Wright was a huge part of that. But do you agree with that, Austin, about making a deal to get somebody like Thibodeau?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you guys.
If we can't make that trade happen, then I say sign somebody like Joseph Asai, one of those guys coming into a second contract type of thing that may not get re-signed due to cap hell somewhere else. And hey, here's another one. Yeah, I bet you do. They knocked you out of the playoffs. Hell yeah, you hate them. You hate them even more now than usual. I do like that the only team undefeated versus Caleb Williams is the Lions right now, though.
Mm-hmm. Who was the other name you like besides Osai, Jeremy?
I'd have to look it up again. God, we talked about Kuntz.
Okay.
He could be a coach. He really hasn't been on the field enough to be a selfish player. They didn't even attempt to do an extended contract, and I think it's because he got selfish because he wants out of the Giants. He may have turned him down. We don't know. We haven't heard that side of it. And with a GM like Joe Shine, and then you had your coach Brian Dable that kind of had one good year and then fell apart.
Yeah, he kind of fell apart after he won Coach of the Year.
And the offense looked a lot better after Kafka took over. I'm sorry. When Kafka took over, that offense got humming.
I agree.
And
But
that
yeah,
was
no,
together without Stadaboo.
right. But I would agree with that. It would kind of put us, Brad said, I'm going to make changes or whatever, but doing something like that is putting more like the words into action, and I think that would get a lot of the kind of like the doubting Lions fans on board.
You're right. That's what I mean. That's the way you get them back on board. You make one of those type of moves, either trade for like a mid tier, and let's face it, he's on the upper mid tier. He was in the top 15 in sacks. He was right behind Al Qadim Muhammad. I think he had 10.5 sacks. No, 9.5 sacks. Excuse me. He didn't hit double digits this year, but 9.5 technically is 10 sacks. One of them's just shared.
Yeah.
So you put somebody like that opposite Hutchinson or Joseph Asai, who's a good player that's going to be leaving the Browns, because let's face it, they're 11 million over the cap. They're probably not re-signing anybody coming off of their rookie contract.
Yep.
You got Kuntz. I think it wasn't this. What's his name down there in New Orleans last year at defensive end, even though he's in his 30s and still produced. Cameron Jordan wasn't it his last year? He's a free agent this year. That's somebody if you want to bring in a vet presence that produces at 8.5 to 12.
I wouldn't mind that.
Time to get new shocks and tires on the bandwagon, because once the season plays out next year, all of the doubters are going to be jumping back on. Amen.
Yep.
We better get those heavy duty inflatable air shocks, because we're going to need it. The gas ones will just blow. I'll take care of the tires, because hey, I'm from Flint, where the water's shit, but the tires are good.
Yep.
God. But those type of moves are what we need to see. And another one I wouldn't mind either. Let's say we don't trade for Thibodeau, we don't get Joseph Asai or Kuhn. AJ Epinesa.
Oh, with the Bengals, yeah. Bengals?
Bills.
He's been backing up Joey Bosa and Gregory Rousseau all season. He stayed healthy all year. He did provide a few sacks here and there in limited snaps. But he was a 3-down player prior to them getting Joey Bosa.
Yep.
I think he was a second or third round pick, so he doesn't have a 5th year
Yeah,
option.
let me look up Epinesa.
And he was signed to a 1-year deal last year. Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, I'm just looking up his stats.
He didn't play much. Let's put it this way. You didn't get to hear his name every game.
Yeah, he's
And his market value is even less than Al Qadim Muhammad, even though he's younger, because he has less production. I think his market value is right around 6.5 million, which is perfect. But again, on January 12th, January 12th, we surpassed 100,000 views on our channel.
ooh, nice.
I had just hit in the 70,000s in December, so that's in a month, guys. We hit over 30,000 views.
That's awesome. I need to check what I'm at for my channel. Eventually.
It's a link, like if you're on your computer looking at it, down at the bottom below where it has subscriptions and who you're subscribed to, all that. Yes, Cameron Jordan could actually end up being a Lion.
Yeah.
But I just can't believe that, and it all started with the shorts that I started doing, the clips and everything, because I wasn't doing that forever because I was scared of it. It's not hard. Not as hard as I thought it would be, because like you're offered it to do AI clips at the end of the thing. I try not to use a lot of the AI clips because they don't always show the right faces on who's talking. But I try to clip it where it looks just like this screen here on our computer, so they can see everybody. That way, they know who's talking and when they're talking.
Awesome.
So I'm in the boat of Mike McDaniel, Mike Kafka. I might throw Jacob Pete's net just because of the passing game coordinator. I don't mind T. Martin, but I think and bear with me. I know Lions fans hate this name because he ran out the back of the end zone in 2008. But after what he said on the Pat McAfee show, Dan Orlovsky, if we're going to go with an unproven OC, bring him in.
I have two.
Well, they're short. They're ADHD Lion fan films is what they are. Let's face it. If you got a short attention span, they're perfect. They get a point out there, you get it out, and it's done.
Very true.
I like that.
That's
funny.
for the people that do squirrel.
Ooh,
that's funny.
football. Where?
Hey, that is you during the show half the time. I know.
It is. It is. Yep, 100% is. Absolutely.
And Jamie's such a homer with all the other sports he watch. He can't help it when he's got it on in the background.
Yeah, I see him. I'm like, what is he clapping at?
And I guess the one night I said, "You're watching the Sabres beat the Red Wings tonight, aren't you?" He goes, "Yes." And stared right back at the TV.
Oh my god.
It was funny. I love it. We're having a lot of success in Detroit sports this year. We had a winning record, but a disappointing season. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I am not going to cry over a winning record.
Yeah.
Because there were many years where I cried because we wished we had a winning record.
Yep.
I was with another crew called We Are Lions Nation, and God bless them, Adam Souls, Logan Erickson. Those guys were great. But the hopium in that room in 2021, I almost overdosed on it. That's how bad it was. We're going to win 11 wins this season. I said, with what roster? You tell me how we're winning 11 games at this roster. What's up, Brad? Good to see
Hopium
you.
is a hell of a drug.
21. That was first year Dan Campbell, right?
First year of Dan Campbell, 3-13
and 1.
I said, if we win 5 games, we're lucky.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I have hope. I said, yeah, and a lot of it. And
Too much.
It was a little more than injuries. It's also the retirement of Frank Ragnow. We didn't re-sign Zietler. We let him walk out the door. I think if they'd have re-signed Zietler and made the drafts they did, it might have been a different season.
Yeah.
Opium couldn't erase the memory of Mammoth.
No.
No, I think we need to restructure them and clear cap that way. Because getting rid of them only saves $5 million, whether you trade them or cut them. The cap hit is 69.6. The dead cap hit is 64.6. So you're only going to save $5 million. That doesn't help us a lot. Whereas if you restructure them and get that down to that 45 to 50 million and clear up about 20 million in cap room, because let's face it, round it up to 70. Get about 20, 25 million in cap room. Not only can you sign your rookies, that adds another 7 million to that 5 million we're supposedly going to have left. And everybody's forgetting we're going to roll over another 16 million because we have 20 million left this year.
And I also want the Lions to get a proven backup before they get, if they would have gotten Richard.
I've been looking and I've been debating, because if I did a mock draft right now, I'm going to show you somebody I would take. I wouldn't get rid of Goff. That's what I'm saying.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
Because statistically, under pressure, he had one of his best seasons of his career this year.
Yeah.
What was he, around 68% completion percentage, which was in the top 5, 4,500 yards, which was in the top 5. 35 touchdowns, which was in the top 5, and only
I believe he was second in touchdowns.
right, exactly. Yeah, he was second in touchdowns, only to Matt Stafford. Drake May
Right.
was even behind him. Drake May was right behind him, I think, with either 1 or 2 less.
Yeah, I'm interested. Who would you have as a backup, Jeremy? Like you said.
Um, well, it's that time of the show. We covered all the stuff that we can cover. There's not a lot of news out there. I'm making up stuff as I go because I got to have something to talk about.
Oh wait, I don't want to
Exactly.
make
Yeah,
that.
I'm doing the show, doing that type of show. So let's figure out a couple of these extra pages open, and we're gonna do a mock draft. How's that sound, boys?
Woo! I love mock drafts.
And
I've
we're
been
gonna
doing
discuss.
it with you
We're gonna
for.
discuss it. We're going to discuss it as we go. And Will, you can actually do your Panthers, and Austin and I will discuss the Lions. How's that?
That's fine. I'll probably agree with all the lines picks you guys make. You normally do. What is this? My second or third year doing mock drafts with you.
MDE goes, mock.
Mock.
All right. There is the one I did earlier today. Caleb Lomu, Gabe Jacobs, Logan Jones, Dante Corleone, Trey Zune, Mike Washington, Riley Nokowski, Isaiah Nikovia, and Kendall Daniels. So let's restart this and get in there. I've been doing either ESPN or PFF because PFFSN, their rankings are so horrible. I love the site for doing this, but I hate their rankings. So let's go ESPN or PFF. Which one do you want there, Austin?
PFF.
Okay. All right. Did I change it to fast? Yes, I did. Because when it's on slow, it's awfully slow. Here we go. Hey, all of the tackles are there. So unless there's a certain trade, I'm not taking it. Ooh, back one spot with Minnie and get a third for next season. That's debatable. Yeah, what do you think? I like this one. Do we do it?
Was it? Wait,
I think they're going to. I think they're going to take one spot and getting a third round pick for next year.
Yeah, I like that actually.
They're probably getting Avion.
I think they're getting Avion Terrell. Oh nope. They grabbed a wide receiver. Oh, I am not trading with the Bears. Kiss my butt. Hey, this time they don't want an extra pick. I'm sorry. I can't take either one of these because our guy fell this far, and Panthers are up next, and they might take him. Do you want Spencer Panu or Francis Mawagawa?
Mawagawa.
That's what I thought. Carolina's offered some picks. Here we go, Will. You have the 19th and next year's 7th for the 33, which is the second, and 103, which is the 4th.
Nope.
The first pick in the 4th. No? Okay, let's look at the next one. Back one spot and get an extra pick from Dallas for next year.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay. And they went tight end. Oh, look, now you get more. 3 trade offers. Back 9 spots and get an extra second. No, I wouldn't do that because that's a second next year, a second this year, and a third.
No.
Ooh, now that's intriguing, though.
It is intriguing.
Look at that. You get this year's second, this year's third, next year's second, third, and fourth. Who the hell did they want?
No doubt.
I don't like the Falcons, so I don't care.
Okay. Well, I'll reject them all. All right, we got Caleb Banks. Do you guys need another tackle?
Yeah, we do. I'm going Fanu.
Okay. All right. This is how I got. Oh, look at that. They're saying the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. There's our end of the second and a third for our 50th. What do you think there? Do we take that? Or do we? Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. I see who's on the board.
Yeah, I was going to say no.
This guy.
Overton. Yeah, he's a beast.
There's our edge.
No,
Oh,
it's
look at this.
us.
Now you got Dallas again.
No.
Ooh, that isn't bad. This is only 11 spots. Get a third, and you're giving up a late fifth round pick to get it. You're still picking in the second.
Yeah, why not?
Who did?
I mean, it's only
Who
11.
did? Who was our second pick, Jeremy? I didn't see it.
LT Overton out of Alabama,
Oh, I like
the
that.
edge.
No.
70. Nope, that still takes you into the third. That takes you into the third. I wouldn't take either one of those. So we got Jonah Coleman, who's 5'9" and 229. I don't think you need a running back. Do you need a backup quarterback just in case?
No, probably not.
He's not,
Yeah.
and he's not a midget.
He's not a midget.
Jack Endry's out at a tight end.
Yeah, we do need a tight end.
Yeah,
to
tight ends
help
on your
Tom.
list. Edge, safety, offensive.
Let's go, Jack
It's
Andrews.
either that or you go Dalen Everett or Dalen Everett out of Georgia,
Too
the
small
6'1",
for me.
190 cornerback.
That's too small for me. Let's
Okay.
go Andrews.
Jack Endry's it is. Yep. Your next pick is 83, and you got another pick this round. Don't forget.
FTP.
Yeah. Are you trading with the Bears?
FTP. Or FDB.
FTB. Okay.
FTB.
All right. So you guys still need edge. Let's go defense and look edge. See who's the next available. You got Mikhail Kamara, Tariq Sapp, or Akeem Messador, and then Trey Moore.
I like Sapp.
Kamara is 6 foot and 265, which he's short, but he's good weight. Sapp is 6'3" and 275. Messador is 6'3" and 273. Who you got?
I'm going to go Sapp.
All right. And there's your other third round pick. Now, this is where you could be fun. If somebody offers you a boatload of picks, you take it. Nobody offered you a boatload of picks. So
Nope.
you're 6 for their 4th plus pick 100, which let's see something real quick, which is the last pick here because they got that trick pick from the Seahawks. So
Yeah, I'm good.
You're still picking in the third then. This is an extra third round pick you got right here from your trade, just to let you know.
Yeah.
So do you want you want the extra 4th for next year and lose a 6th, or do you just want to pick?
I just want to pick.
Okay. Okay, so you need a safety. Wheatley, Tate, Genesis Smith,
Kilgore.
and then it goes all the way down to Kilgore, who's the 122nd.
I'll take Kilgore.
You want Kilgore. Bastard.
I like him.
I got him. I know where I'm going right now. There he is. Boom. I'm not letting him fall any further.
Logan Jones.
Best offensive line in the country.
Logan Jones.
He was the best interior offensive lineman in the country. And now you're up. You got your OT, right? Let's look at what you got so far. You got your edge. You need a corner.
Yep, we need.
Let's look at cornerback. This is the guy I just wrote about. 6'2" and 193 out of Ohio State.
Yeah, sure. I don't like below Ohio State, but I'll take it.
Hey, their corners usually do pretty well in the NFL.
Yeah, besides
at
Eli
least for a little
Apple.
while. Oh, look at this. Minnesota. Who do you want? I almost want to take this trade because we're only moving back one spot. We're
JB,
getting
I'll
an
be
extra
back.
7. Okay. I'll just make your picks then, Will.
No.
That's not a bad trade, actually.
Yep, moving back one and giving up our 7th next year and getting it. Yeah, and it's the only one we got, so I'm taking it. Good, my guy's still there. I'm not taking any more trades. Domani Jackson, 6'1", 201.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now they are in the point where they can just go best available and build depth. Let's see. I don't like that trade for them. Going back too far.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Ooh, they don't have a big wide receiver other than Tet, do they? Oh, Coker's big. Never mind. There we go. They can get the midget back up.
Who'd you
So
guys
that's so.
pick?
Not nobody yet.
Well,
I was
no,
gonna
our
pick you the
picks.
midget backup. That way you got
Who?
Keebler L 2.0.
Tapia? Diego
Yeah.
Tapia? Oh, jeez. We do need a backup quarterback.
You do? Well, let's go to
Probably.
quarterback then.
Take Carson Beck.
Luke Altmaier.
Hmm.
Carson Beck already went.
Oh, did he go
There you
already?
go. Somebody you talked about during the playoffs here. Baron Morton of Texas Tech. 6'2" and 220. You can get him a lot later.
What positions do I need?
You guys
Did I
need another
grab
running back?
I'll take Adam Randall.
grabbed all of
because
them.
I'll take Adam Randall because we don't know if Dowdle wants to come back because he's pissed at us how we used him. I liked
Okay.
him at Clemson.
And you're up again. Do you want to get rid of next year's 7th and
No.
get 2 picks this round?
No.
Okay. All right, let's go back to all. See who's better. There's a big bodied wide receiver out of BYU.
We're good. I'm gonna go safety. For
Safety
some
again?
reason. I want Naquobia.
Yeah.
I've learned well from JB. Too well.
Somebody follow the chat because I can't see it. There
Where
we go.
are we? Dom says Eli Apple was so better than Reed, less terrible than
Okuda.
Jeff Okuda.
Yeah.
Keebler Elves.
Keebler Elves. Right, Michael.
You're not wrong, Dom. Third round pick? What's that? I've
Never
got
heard of
it
it.
up.
You're good.
Oh, drop the link somewhere. Hey,
Do you want
Austin,
me to
can you
drop it?
send the link into the Lions chat for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, just send it to Dom in the Lions chat.
Okay.
I'm just catching up my starring because I like to keep a count on how many comments we made. All right, we got 2 picks back to back. No trade offers. I grabbed a safety for us for depth. Now I'm going to go linebacker. There we go. I love this kid. Lander Barton out of Utah. 6'3",
I like that
236
size.
pounds. He works in. Yeah, and we don't know if we're re-signing Anzalone. We don't know if we're re-signing Rodrigo. They are both a chance to be UFAs this year. Unrestricted free agent. I like this idea.
Do you
Who are we
think
taking?
And then let's back it up. We took Lander Barton out of Utah, 6'3", 236 pounds. And now I'm grabbing my cheetah safety that I talk about all the time. This is my reach in the draft. I'm going to do it right here in round 6. Kendall Daniels.
JB, do you think
Hey, we're up.
Anzalone retires?
Hello, sir.
Yo.
You shaved.
Yo.
All
I
right.
did.
No. Let's see if. Oh, there he is. Trey Zune. I like this kid. He is ranked way better on ESPN than this. So this is a steal at 222. And look, we have still yet to see. Now I'm going to go do something we should do every year. And I like this kid ever since I seen him interview because he beat cancer his sophomore year. And he became a starter at MSU Moorhead. Jack Strand. Look at that size.
Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's
There's
awesome.
our backup quarterback. Now we're waiting to see if the Panthers have any more picks, and they don't. But they ended up with an extra pick for next year with that trade. They got Spencer Fanu, Jack Endries, Tariq Sapp, Jalen Kilgore, Davison Igbenison, Adam Randall, and Isaiah Nwokobia. I've been getting better at these Nigerian names in case you haven't noticed.
Wakanda
I'm going to
forever.
screenshot each one, and I'll put them in.
That's
that was a
not
joint
that's
draft
not
because
Warren Sapp's son or nephew, is it?
Yes. Yeah, it is, Dom.
that is
Mhm.
his nephew. And now let's go to the Lions one and get rid of that off the screen. And I'll screenshot it. And I will bring them both in so we can review it and go over it ourselves. How's that?
Sounds like a plan.
There's ours. Save that in there. Stop the sharing. Go back to studio.
Was
Change our view.
what's his name? Was Proctor already gone, or you just took the other guy
We
instead?
took Manangai instead. Or not Manangai,
No,
Mawagawi.
we took Mawagawa. Mawagawa, who's the better one out of Miami instead of Proctor. Proctor is dropping down the list. He's down to the 29th.
Why can't I hear
prospect.
Jeremy?
Banu is. It muted me again.
StreamYard's been.
Can you hear me now,
Let me
sir?
leave and come back. God damn it!
You're able to hear me, right, Austin?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can't hear Jeremy.
Weird.
Yeah, it was like that for me too the other night. Dom, if you exit and come back, it should fix itself.
Justin Herberting. Yeah, I love that name. Okay, so let's go pull these up. If Mawagawa drops to us in the first round, I would feel like Santa gave us a special gift. That would be awesome. Yeah, because think about it. We would have literally the two best tackles that we could have drafted in 6 years on the same team.
Yep.
All right, let's add these in here real quick. I'd make a salmon sandwich if we get Mawagawa a bad Santa one. Oh, all right. Let's look at that Panthers draft again. Spencer Fanu, great pick. Jack Endries, Tariq Sapp, Jalen Kilgore, Davison Igbenison, Adam Randall, and Isaiah Naphobia. Now, I have written draft profiles about Sapp, about Kilgore, Igbenison, and I think I even did Naphobia, didn't I? Well,
I feel like you have.
but on the other side, oh, wrong one. Did it not bring up the right one? It did not bring it up. Damn, I know we got, yeah, that's the one I did with BA earlier. There we go. No, that's bringing up the same one again. It didn't save it.
Oh,
Well, I know.
All right, can you hear me now, Dom?
Mm-hmm.
you
Yep,
can
they
hear
do
us,
need someone
Mr.
behind Bryce.
Ruxin.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, so I gotta go back to downloads real quick.
Dom, I was quoting the league the other day with my buddy.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, that show should still be on TV.
Chalupa Batman.
Freaking love that show.
That show was hilarious.
I always called Dom Rodney Ruxin.
Oh jeez.
Baby Jeffrey, forever unclean.
For some reason, it didn't save it.
I like
I'm
when he
just
got
save it
Jordan
now.
Cameron and Cameron Jordan confused, or when he gets punched by, what was it, Antonio Gates?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he screwed him.
All right. Let's try this again. This was the draft we did. It did it again. It did not give me the right draft. This is stupid.
Well, we know Mawagawi was the first pick.
Yeah, we had
Logan,
Mawagawa, then we got LT Overton in the second round.
yeah, and then Logan Jones.
Yeah, it keeps bringing up the old one. It's not bringing up the new one.
You had it before.
No, that was an old one. He did the other earlier. For his
Aha.
age.
I'm clicking on the wrong one. I figured it out.
Ah,
That helps.
operator error.
I had to figure out where it saved it. No, it saved it in the wrong spot is all.
Oh, okay.
Because I did trade back in the second. Wasn't that when we traded back?
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yep, this is it. Francis Mawagawa, LT Overton, Logan Jones, Damani Jackson, Xavier Nwankpa out of Iowa. Because, you know, they make safeties, linebackers, and tight ends and offensive linemen. That's all that ever came good out of Iowa.
Tight ends?
I said tight
Or
ends.
I was gonna say, did you say that?
I said safeties, tight ends, linebackers, and linemen. That's it. Yeah,
And
yeah,
Tim
I make
Dwight.
mistakes.
And Tim Dwight.
And Tim Dwight. Yep. Lander Barton, the 6'3", 236 linebacker to pair with Jack Campbell. And then I grabbed the guy that I wrote the article about, the cheetah, Kenda Daniels. And he was a cheetah safety before he became linebacker. Because when he got to Oklahoma, he was 6'2" and 220 pounds. He grew 3 inches and put on 22 pounds. So he's now 6'5" and 242. So he's a linebacker with safety skills.
Love that.
Trey Zune, the big offensive guard out of Texas A&M, is a backup because we're going to need it because I don't think we signed Awasika or Cologne this offseason. And then Jack Strand, the 6'5", 240-pound QB out of MSU Moorhead.
Nice.
I like all of it except for the Alabama corner.
In the fourth round, I don't mind taking.
Yeah,
Jack
that's true. I
Strand
guess.
sounds like he's graduating from a school for adult films. Just saying. I love MD. He's great. He's been by far our most vocal fan as of late and our best supporter.
Dude, his comments on Wednesday were just killing me.
Megan was dying. She don't blush often, and she blushed, the Aussie.
Not me.
Were you on the
Is,
show?
is that with the intention
This
of
is
starting
exactly
that center?
If we're not able to sign a vet, yes. Logan Jones is the Remington Award winner this year on the award-winning Iowa offensive line. They were considered the best offensive line in football in college this year.
Remington is the
center award.
interior O-line award, right? There's a separate
Yep.
one for best center, isn't there?
Right.
Or is there?
No, the Remington is for the center. There's interior O-line. Then there is the one for the tackles.
That's Outland, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Outland. That's the one that Evan Neal won and Sewell won, and there was another tackle.
Not Taylor Decker.
Never said he did.
I wonder who won it that year.
The year that Taylor Decker, that was what, the 2017 draft?
Yeah.
Let's look.
No, it was earlier
I'm
than
gonna
that.
look.
It was either 17 or 16.
No, I was going to say, I think Jack Conklin might have won it, but no.
It was the 2016 draft.
Maybe Roddy Stanley. I can't even remember where he went to college.
Oh, I love it when you say that and it talks about everything. So I'm going to do best award in NCAA 2016. That was Alabama offensive tackle Cam Robinson in 2016.
That's not the right draft then.
So it was the
Unless he's-
2017 that, like I thought then.
Unless he stayed for another year.
That was
Cam,
the 2000.
Cam Robinson, I think, is still in the league, but he was a bust.
Jags to Texans.
He won it in the 2016 year. So let's see who won it in the 2017 year, because I thought it was 2017 was when we drafted Decker.
No, I'm telling you, it was before that. He's been here for like almost 10 years.
It's 2026.
I think that was like the
2016 would be the right draft then for 10 years.
I don't know. I can't remember. In my head, I want to say like
Decker.
2014.
No,
Taylor Decker was drafted 16th overall in the 2016 draft.
Yep.
Oh, the bank is open in Houston. That was nasty.
So are we getting Mike McDaniel? We don't know, Squirrel Spectator. But I love that name. Squirrel Spectator. I want Mike McDaniel. That's my number one on the list. Number two is Mike Kafka. And the only reason why is both of them were successful offensive coordinators. Mike Kafka was the offensive coordinator for a defensive coach in the Super Bowl for the team he won it with. So by experience, I want those two first. And if you're going to take a guy with no experience as an OC, you got Jacob Peets, who's the passing game coordinator at Seattle right now under Kubiak. You've got T. Martin, the old Tennessee QB.
Yeah, no thanks.
Arthur Smith, who has experience, but I want nothing to do with him.
Oh,
Todd
fuck
Monken,
him.
Todd Monken more than likely will be the OC for New York Giants now that because Harbaugh defended him so much, that's why he got fired.
Right.
I don't want Greg Roman because he absolutely failed to do anything with the Chargers that made him better. They were good in the regular season, but the same thing always in the playoffs. Justin Herbert was on his back so much he looked like a mattress actress.
It's not going to happen because I haven't heard his name whatsoever, but I want Mike McCarthy.
I don't want Mike McCarthy at all. After seeing what happened in Dallas, no.
Because, that was his fault.
His play calling didn't help him in the playoffs. Awesome. We love Seahawks fans. Megan Gokroger of the 12, she's in here on a lot of our Wednesday shows. Good luck this weekend. I hope you roll over the 49ers.
I don't like who we hire. To me, is secondary as to
what we get on the old line.
But no, whoever it is needs to be here at least a year, if not two.
I think two. And that's why I said if you're going to go with one of these guys with no experience at OC, there's a guy that just went on the Pat McAfee show on Wednesday and said he'd love to be our OC. He couldn't play. Yep. He could not play. Those who cannot play usually end up good coaches.
Those who can do, those who cannot coach.
Yep.
Teach those who can't teach.
Yeah, look at Kellen Moore. Good, solid in college, did nothing, couldn't do anything in the NFL.
Another wasted backup pick.
I forgot that he was the Saints head coach.
Yeah. And they played well down the stretch at the end.
Oh, yeah, they were tough. That whole division, like, none of those teams were good, but none of them were bad.
Right. So that's where I'm at on it. I'm still in the process of filling out my interview, and as soon as it gets done, I send it to Miguel Medina, the guy that sent me the interview questions by email. As soon as that's posted, I will post a link for everybody to see it because I think it's awesome. Dom has been here since my infancy of my writing career because he was on the show where I was found in the chat. Nobody wants Pete Carroll. He's just as washed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and spam the chat because I'll put you in timeout. You keep it up. I'll let you say go Bears a couple of times, but, this is a Lion show.
I wouldn't mind a veteran
Dude,
offensive coordinator, but not
Boom,
Pete
done.
Carroll.
I warned him.
yep, you're gone.
Bears benefited from a fourth-place schedule and hit a Packers team that was decimated by big injuries on the defense.
Yep.
And no center. One of their guards was out. One of their starting corners was that Nate Hobbs was out.
Yep.
The other safety was basically a sieve. Is DK Metcalf a future Hall of Famer? Not with those drops in that wild card game.
Absolutely not. After what?
Our NFC West and NFC North were the two best divisions in football this year, hand down.
Yep.
The West is better. Like, they had better records, but we're just as good.
Oh, he wants me to do this. There it is. That's LGBTQB1 Bears fans.
Go Bears.
In all his glory.
I would like to take this time to make note of the fact that the only reason that Caleb Williams didn't finish dead last in completion percentage is because J.J. McCarthy is a thing. Also, until it doesn't happen, it's happening. Run it back one more year. Aaron Rodgers in purple.
I don't think he comes back.
I know. I agree with him. If he comes back, it'll probably be with the Vikings to complete the Brett Favre saga.
Brett Favre circle.
He has to complete the story arc.
The Steelers were a bump in the road in the middle.
He took the wrong exit, right, JB?
The
Vikings.
I went that way.
The
if they'd had Aaron
Vikings
Rodgers with those weapons, I'm going to say this right now. If they'd have had Aaron Rodgers, who's got a quick release, much smarter of a quarterback than Carson Wentz ever dreamed of being. I don't think he's retiring. I think he's exactly right. Minnesota needs a valid starter because if you listen to that end of season presser with Quezzy, 9 is not the starter next year in Minnesota.
The other 21 starting positions on that team and a lot of their depth, like, that's a borderline Super Bowl roster with an actual quarterback.
Well, he'll be 42. He's 41 this year. Tom Brady played till he was 45. Drew Brees played till 43, and that was the oldest. And then if you go back into the ancient era, George Blanda was 46 when he played his last game as a punter / quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, with those weapons on Minnesota, Rodgers turns that into a playoff team instantly. As long as he stays healthy.
They won 14 games with Sam Darnold.
JB, speaking of the Vikings, do you think they release Addison with this third
arrest? Yes, I think they
he just got arrested again the other day, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was for trespassing on a casino property. What the hell are you trespassing on a casino property for? They have more cameras than Walmart.
Who was arrested?
He was taking the page out of that Allen Iverson book. That was in Detroit. I don't think he trespassed. I think he got like dragged out.
Mhm.
Addison will be signed by the Patriots. Just kidding. Hey, it would join their list of felons with what is it? Their
Diggs.
defensive tackle, Barrymore, and Diggs.
Yep.
What's up, Robbie? Good to see you, brother.
What up, you jackwagon, Robbie?
Justin Jefferson can actually catch. You know, there's very few wide receivers I have other than Amon-Ra St. Brown's signature, and Jay Jetta is one of them.
They've got to do something there, otherwise Jetta's just gonna.
He'll
trade.
end up sitting out by week 6 and be ready to be traded.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Next
Or he'll
season.
just sit down.
He came up 20 yards short of his 1,000.
I was gonna say, he didn't even get there, did he?
No.
Nope. You know who
He
else
was
I think is?
disgusted.
I think AJ Brown's gone for sure too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he's already like, yeah.
Watch
he's
him be a chief.
1 foot out the door.
Watch him be a chief.
That's a possibility. Chiefs, Bills.
I love it.
Patriots.
Yinzer should be considered a new head coach for a UFL team.
Heck yeah, you should.
But he said, "Hi, my boy Will. How are you?"
What's up, Yinzer? It was awesome seeing him on camera the other day.
Just for Yinzer and MDE and for the new people, I always do this when you come back and talk to us. A little porn music for you.
Yep. The baby making music.
I want to see what the Steelers do at head coach.
Yeah. I think it's going to end up being Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks coordinator. Once they're out of the playoffs, whether it's this week or after the Super Bowl, I think that's who they end up with.
Yep. I can see it.
That was MSU Moorhead music. It's their fight song.
The Moorhead. I got.
Because of the comment about Jack Strand being a porn name.
I mean,
MPD's on
unless
fire.
whoever they hire, like, I think now is the time for Pittsburgh to go all the way back, fucking almost 60 years to the pre-Chuck Noll era and not have a coach for 20 years. Like, Mike Tomlin hurt them more than he helped them these last 9 years.
I'm going to say this again. I don't think anybody's going to hire Flores as a head coach as long as he has his lawsuit.
The lawsuit.
And the Giants. Who is the most overrated player in the NFL right now? Justin Herbert.
AJ Brown.
I don't think he's overrated anymore, though.
No, he actually had a really good year. And Trevor Lawrence had a good year, but he also got exposed.
Well, Trevor Lawrence had a half of a good year again for the first time in 3 years, because that's what he does.
Ravens would beat you guys, but you didn't when we had our bad O-line play right in front of you in your house. We beat you. Or did you forget about that? Wasn't that 38-30?
Yep.
No, it wasn't even that close.
No, it was a blowout.
We stomped them.
They scored in the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure they got close.
I thought it was like 38-20.
Supposedly, they said that Lamar Jackson might be involved, at least like weighing in with his opinion on the next head coach. But their GM also said, if you think you're going to resign, it's going to be for a lot less money. If I'm the Ravens, I'm
38-30.
I'm trying to
That was
trade
the final
him.
score.
Like, if they don't know by now that Lamar Jackson ain't it.
You guys had problems at the tackle position. which is why Lamar couldn't run as much on the outside, allowing defensive ends and linebackers to spy and take him out of the game in a lot of games. We had problems with the interior offensive line, and thank God Matabuke was out for you guys, or we probably would have been demolished.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did miss that game.
Yep, I'm going to be honest about it. If Matabuke was in there, it'd have been a different game. I love the opposite opinions, takes versus the Lions fans themselves. Love the debate. Please leave a like, thumbs up, and subscribe. Y'all make it fun. Thank you.
I mean,
okay, you have a good night.
Ravens.
Good night, everybody.
The Ravens are one of those teams, much like the Steelers. It's just a very well-run organization. They're almost always in it, but you can't argue with facts. Lamar Jackson just costs too much money, and at this point, he's not going to win you a Super Bowl.
But you had Linderbaum, which helped make those guards play better than they are. I'm going to say that right now. Linderbaum at center, if you guys can't re-sign him, there are 3 teams that are willing to jump up and grab him right now, and we're one of them.
Absolutely.
And I think as much as I hate to say it, the guy that might, even though they just re-signed their center, they didn't re-sign him for a lot of money. The Giants have enough money. They could sign Linderbaum and make that guy their backup.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second, Austin. I'm going to do something. There. I like that look a little better. I am picking the Seahawks to win this game because they have the better run defense and they have the better run game because it's a 2-headed monster. Oh, I agree. We still should draft Logan Jones. If we can't get somebody like Linderbaum, and I don't think we will be able to because of the money he's going to want. I think we need to go for an aging but not ancient center, like somewhere between 28 and 30, to come in for a year to mentor whoever we draft. And if we can't get Logan Jones in the first 4 rounds, then we're going to have to take Pat Coogan, the center out of Indiana, in the 5th.
Be right back.
Those are the 2 I want. Everybody says Jake Slaughter out of Florida. I've watched his worst games, and there was 8 of them this year. He was getting blown up by defensive tackles left and right. Now, I know guard play comes into that, but if you got a guy going on each side of you getting to the quarterback quick, I don't want you. But at the same time, the GM addressed not giving Linderbaum the 5th-year option last offseason. They said, we don't want to do that because if we're going to re-sign him, we just want to give him his money. We don't want him to have to wait a year to get paid. That was exactly what they said last offseason. You remember that, Dom? Because we talked about it. But they didn't exercise Linderbaum's fifth option. I went and looked up the interview with the GM about it when the reporter asked, and I told you, he said, that's because we don't want him to wait a year to get paid. If we're going to pay him, we're just going to let him make his money.
Like we did with JMO? I mean, we exercised
like we did with
the
JMO,
option, but
we did
still
Bud,
paid him.
we did it with Sewell. We've done it with every first-round pick so far. Yep, I think that's where he goes. If they can't afford him, Linderbaum's going to end up a Giant because John Harbaugh, part of the stipulation, the reason why he's getting that much money, he knows Joe Shine's a horrible GM and makes horrible draft picks. He said he wanted to help with the scouting and player development and who they draft. That was part of the reason why he got that much money, because he's going to be wearing 2 hats. Which tells me Joe Shine is probably out the door
next season,
either later on this offseason or next year.
Yeah, typically, unless something goes very right, like if your team sucks and has sucked for a couple years, the head coach gets fired, and then within a year or less, the GM gets fired.
Right. or they get fired at the same time. Like
I was gonna say,
Yeah, that's really
or-
what teams should do.
like what we did.
What we did once.
Well,
It was
yeah,
over.
so we're talking
we finally did it, and I think we got the right combination. I just think, as much as Lions fans hate to admit it, we needed a season like this to make them both reset how they think.
Let's hope so.
But think about it. He's already sounded way different. He doesn't sound as cocky in his presser. That end of season presser, he said, "Hey."
I mean, I don't know if I heard the whole thing, and I definitely haven't gone back and listened to all of it. But he started out good, and then he kind of veered off to the right.
He went down the right path, is what I'm saying. Did we? He goes, "Yeah, I remember. Frank Ragnow didn't tell us till June 3rd he was retiring. At that point, he already got his roster bonus. He was already on the books for the season, and when he retired, it hurt us. We prepared, but we didn't prepare. We were preparing for something to happen in the future, not this year. And now that we got Decker possibly retiring, I'm not going to make the same mistake this year, saying, oh, I got a project player that can go and fill in at starter. I'm not doing that. So that means Manu's going to be a backup, boys, because I think Skipper and Decker are both retiring, and probably Glasgow too. Because they're going to look at Glasgow and say, hey, you either need to take a pay cut or go home.
Right, and that's fine.
Because I think we're fine with the 3 guards we got. We can add one in the draft or in free agency to be a backup. Because with what we saw in the limited snaps of Frazier, he looks better than Mahogany. He just has to work on the mental errors.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, Brad sounded lost. I listened to that entire press conference. He sounded like he wasn't confident, that he wasn't taking. He did take responsibility. I heard him take responsibility
He did.
in the last.
He kind of did.
He started like he wasn't going to take responsibility, but he did towards the end of it. And he goes, and we got to address on the opposite side of Hutch. I want to resign AQM, but with the post I saw on IG today of AQM, we have to look forward to the fact that he may want to go get more money somewhere else, because he did have a good season with 11.5 sacks.
I mean, it's 2 schools of thought on him. I mean, definitely don't overpay him.
No. And I think that's what it is that they might have already offered him, because you can resign your players up until that 2-week resigning period just before free agency. And free agency starts March 11th. BA and I looked it up on the show earlier today. That's exactly 4 weeks after the Super Bowl, like it is every year. The two weeks later, the team re-signing period, where all the real announcements come out. But like guys like AQM, backups, those re-signings happen the whole time that your team's out of the playoffs. They go under the radar, except with local fans and local beat writers.
My thing is, like, the odds of him repeating those type of statistics next year, regardless of whatever we would sign him for, are not in our favor. Like we've had DNs like that, 1-year wonders.
Charles Harris, John Kaminsky. The first couple of years we had Campbell and Brad Holmes. We've had those guys. Now, granted, we gave Charles Harris, we didn't give him a bag. We did give him a prove-it deal to come back for a couple of years. It just didn't work out.
Right, and that's all I would give Muhammad. Well, I mean, what's he
but
like?
I think
29,
he actually
30, 31?
He's 31.
Yeah, I if he's looking for a multi-year deal, it would be elsewhere.
But at the same time, that's why I'm going to give Brad Holmes credit and Dan Campbell, because the "we're good" statement was only by Dan Campbell. And he was asked specifically on Costa and Jensen, what do you think there are chances of signing Zadarius Smith? He goes, I really don't think it's in the cards. We're good. That is the exact quote.
They both said it. He said, Campbell said, we're good. we've got Davenport. Brad Holmes said, have you seen Hutch?
Yeah, but he didn't say we're good. Brad Holmes did not say we're good. I went back and watched every presser. He never used those two words at all.
He didn't have to say it. He showed it by his
I
lack
know,
of...
but I'm saying everybody says Brad Holmes say it. It's a Mandela effect because of what the ticket did with that sounder and just clipping it and kept repeating it.
Either way.
Okay. But you guys are having a good season. Good luck. I hope you beat the Rams. No, I don't. I hope the Rams smoke you. Because you know what I got to say about the Bears? We're a lion show. Fuck the Bears. As long as you got this guy, remember he's 0-4 versus our Lions.
Yeah, that I kind of want to go see what the odds are right now for the Bears to win the division next year and bet against them.
Oh, it's going to be high because they just did it.
They're going to have a first place schedule.
Right, versus a fourth place schedule.
And like they were barely beating shitty teams early in the year. They had a couple good wins down the stretch.
8 one-score wins in the season?
7 or 8, yeah. You saw how that worked out for the Chiefs last year.
My gosh, they had to come back against the Raiders.
Yes. They blew out one team all season, the Cowboys, when they were playing awful defense before they got Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner, and the other guy they got, the linebacker, Logan Wilson, right?
Yeah.
That's the name of the... Okay. Sauce Gardner doesn't look as good as he was his rookie year, hasn't ever since. He won't look as good now that he got injured when he went to Indy. I just hope that shoulder injury isn't major enough that it hinders TA. I don't think it will. It was kind of the same thing that happened with Stafford, but they caught it earlier. When they did the shoulder surgery, they were noticing scar tissue was causing buildup, and they had to go in and reshave it out of there. That's what the second surgery was.
Mm.
Because every now and then when you get a shoulder surgery like that, you get that calcium build up on your bones, and they got to shave it out of there. Bears were more of a benefactor of a crap schedule than Pip in a Dickens novel. Oh, that's great. Oliver Twist.
I mean,
if the Lions ever make it to the Super Bowl, I will personally donate my left testicle to science research. Amen, Fifth River Rat.
I mean, congratulations to the Bears going worst to first.
It's been done a few times
but 2-4 in the division. Swept by the last place team.
In their own division.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams gets the golden sombrero for 2 years in a row. Not a sombrero you want as a QB.
I'm impressed he's thrown so few interceptions.
He didn't throw a lot last year either.
He hasn't thrown 10 yet.
What he does do is throw the ball away a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He does that a lot because he's outside the tackle box most of the time. Because let's face it, last year he ran for his life a lot, and he was running for his life quite a bit this year. And Bears fans don't seem to want to acknowledge that. If it wasn't for the way how elusive he is in the backfield right now,
he throws a lot of wildly inaccurate passes. Like he's at least smart enough to not try to throw into windows that aren't open.
Oh yeah, exactly. And the Ravens beat the Bears. And when they weren't even playing good yet, they had Snoop Huntley in. You're exactly right, Lamar Edit.
Yeah, the Bears aren't good.
they benefited from a bunch of turnovers. That defense is 28th in the league for a reason. You know what's funny? After that Week 18 game, we moved up from 28th to 27th because they were the 27th team. How crazy is that?
Right. Yeah, the defense is not good, but
I mean, his decision making has been great the last 2 seasons. He does not put the ball in trouble a lot. But if you're in his face and he has to do that hero ball throw and he sees a guy getting open and doesn't see the coverage coming over, he makes that stupid throw. Because he is a hero ball player. We've been saying that ever since he came out. Hey, the Carolina Panthers had a good season. Yeah, they won the division. Good for them. I think it sucks that they got a home field team.
see, this is where the NFL has to at least go baby steps.
Oh, we
Like-
didn't beat them. We lost to them. I admit it. We lost to Micah Parsons and the Packers both times. And it was Micah Parsons the first time didn't have a lot to do with it. He didn't get a lot of sacks. What he
Very
did
bad.
do is free up Rashawn Gary to get the sacks and Luther Van Ness. Because we focused on him to try and keep him out of the backfield until the fourth quarter. So, and then in the second game on Thanksgiving, he did get to us. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they beat both times they beat him. They didn't have Parsons. You're right. You're absolutely right. And look at the disappearing job Rashawn Gary had. I bet you the Packers are going to ask him to restructure or they're going to let him walk. Because it actually frees cap in the third year of his contract to get rid of him. Rashawn Gary.
How old is he? I wouldn't mind him in Honolulu Blue.
Yeah, he's on that 28, 29, about to be turning either 29 or 30 era. And he disappeared so bad after Micah Parsons got hurt.
I mean, if Micah Parsons isn't there, somebody's got to disappear.
I know, but he was doing great when Parsons was on the field, is what I'm getting at. And his sack total stopped at 9.5, where it was at the rest of the season as soon as Parsons got hurt. And he actually disappeared 2 weeks prior to that, before Parsons got hurt. Part of the reasons why they lost to the Browns, why they lost to the Panthers, why they lost to Philly. Hell no. No. We can't afford to. It's the dead
Wait,
cap hit.
who is that? Sign us up.
He's a Raven.
No,
He's a Raven.
The cap hit would be awful.
Yeah, the dead cap hit is so bad.
That's the only reason why I say no.
Yeah, if it was year 3 of that contract, I'd be all down for a trade.
Or if they would have just waited.
No, they didn't wait.
To sign him now, because Brad doesn't wait.
No, he doesn't wait. And guess what? He produced this year. He had more yards than last year. He had more receptions. He had the same amount of touchdowns. Exactly what you said you wanted him to do to get that extension.
It's true.
You said, I want to see at least the same touchdown production. I want to see more yards and more receptions. And he gave you that, and he played the entire season.
True.
And that was with the disappearing act of John Morton not using him for 5 straight weeks.
Oh, you mean John Morton that had more wins as the play caller than Dan Campbell?
I understand that. But at the same time, the defense was playing better then, too. We were also... yeah, we're not getting rid of St. Brown at all.
Couple years, I bet we will.
Oh,
if Jamo's staying.
In 2029, his contract is up. Jamo's is up in 2030. Same with Hutchinson. We have Sewell till 28 or 29.
I don't know why, because I looked the other day. I thought St. Brown was like a few years older than he is. He's like 25, 26.
Yeah, he's young. We got him young. We drafted him when he was 21 after his 3rd year in college, and he turned 22 on the roster.
beyond the contract. My
I'll tell you
only
what,
issue with JMO is
we could trade him Tom Kennedy.
Yeah.
preseason legend Tom Kennedy.
Hey, I'll tell you what, 7 years in a row, this guy gets waived to the practice squad in season and signed back to the active roster 2 weeks later every time. And every time he comes back, he makes impactful plays.
He's the offensive version of Andre Llewellyn.
Yes.
No, here's the issue with JMO. Well, I mean, there's more than one.
Oh, we can't afford to get rid of Hutchinson now that we signed him either. The dead cap on the 5th-year option is so astronomically more than they make.
Hutch is here regardless.
Hutch is here till 2029 or 2030 also.
I'm fine with that.
And I, you know what? I bet you they re-sign him again after that to the mid-level veteran contract deal and let him retire a Lion. And it's probably going to be the same thing with Jack Campbell. We're probably exercising Gibbs and Campbell's 5th-year options this year.
Good, fine.
That keeps him on the down low for another year. The one we're getting rid of more than likely is David Montgomery.
You literally took the words out of my mouth. Which
is why, if you look at that, I kind of drafted his replacement in there in that last draft. Where was it? Was that this one? No, that was the one before.
Whoever it is, I hope they're good in fucking pass pro.
Yes, they are. Mike Washington of Arkansas. He did a lot of cleaning up on the pass pro when it was needed. He's 6'2" and 228 pounds out of Arkansas. He's a quick, not fast runner, but he's a power back that breaks first contact and averages about 4.5 yards a carry at Arkansas.
Sounds like Monty.
Exactly.
Because Jahmyr Gibbs, God love him,
but he can't pass.
That dude can't even chip block a present day fucking Reggie White.
Who's in a coffin? I got you.
Oh, but, I was just about to say, I'm like, is he even? Yeah, still couldn't chip him.
So I've also been doing Jags and Bucks because I have to do their scouting profiles now on the Roundtable IO. That ain't it. Where's that? No, I did one. Did I already delete them all? I did. I did one just to be fun. Those are all the mock drafts I've done in the last week on the show. This one I went total trade happy. But I traded into the second round, or almost the second round. All the big names are gone, but Isaiah World is a guy I looked up, and I took him because he's a guy that is that tweener size. He has long arms, good hand pop out of Oregon, but he also played guard young in his career.
Any good tackle can play guard.
Right. But Logan Jones,
just like I was going to say earlier about that center, like he could play guard for a year.
Oh, yeah, but Frank Ragnow played center for his last 2 years and started out as a guard.
Oh, in college?
In college. SJB mock draft king. I love it. Well, we ran over our normal allotted time, but Don wanted to come in. I wanted to talk to him. I haven't seen him live on the show for a minute. It was good to see Will here earlier. Thank you, Will. He did that draft for his Panthers, and I think that's a solid draft for his Panthers, too. Spencer Fanu, Jack Endries at tight end, Tariq Sapp, Jalen Kilgore, Davison Igbasum, Adam Randall, and Isaiah Nicobia. That fixes a lot of problems. I just wish he'd have grabbed a backup quarterback that was bigger than a midget.
I mean, they can always bring Andy Dalton back.
Oh, boy.
Yep, go Pack, go to King Coon because you're out of the playoffs. Just like us. Same amount of wins. 9 wins you ended with. Panthers need a backup QB. Yes. But that Jack Strand in the 7th round, you don't care if you get somebody that late in the draft at the quarterback. If they end up being able to stay upright and throw the ball in the preseason, guess what? It's a win. Andy Dalton is 93. Yeah, I
No,
love the
he's just
fact.
had the same haircut since 93.
Yeah, he gets the bowl cut. But thank you for watching, everybody. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way the world can be a better place. It starts right here. And I'm not a Rams fan, but you know what? This week, fuck the
Whose
Bears.
house?
Have a good night, everybody.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.